Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Armed robbers ransack a jewelry store dressed in disguise.
If you surrender to them, they probably, if they try to put me on the floor, they probably will kill me there.
Tonight, dramatic new video shows them in their violent attack. That store owner saw the gun pointed at him and knew it was decision time, and he fought back, likely saving his own life.
Yeah, one of the robbers came in dressed as a Muslim woman, but they were men with guns. Mara McDonald live in Dearborn tonight. Mara, I know the owner is out of the hospital. He was already back at the store tonight?
Steve, he sure was, all stitched up and bandaged up. He was back here tonight. He says he's not going to let this ruin his business, and he's not going to let it rattle him. Take a look.
They took whatever their hands can come through.
Shattered glass is everywhere, the aftermath of a coordinated attack by 3 men, one dressed as a veiled Muslim woman who got into Kamel Karoubi's store and shoved a gun in his face.
I didn't stop. I didn't just stop doing anything. I just was fighting with them.
They tried their best to shove him on the ground behind the showcase. Karoubi knew that if he gave up and let them put him on the ground behind the counter, they'd probably kill him.
If I did not fight, they would have taken everything. Sometimes when you fight with these guys and you don't surrender, we call it, to their act, they will do much harm to you than when you fight.
They managed to get away with about 25% of the store, primarily gold bangles and necklaces, as well as charms. He called police as soon as they took off and has been in the hospital all afternoon getting his broken nose and busted head stitched up. But he's back again at work tonight, cleaning up the mess.
I never get scared of them. I just want to live. I never get scared of them. If everybody is going to be scared of them, you will see all the city closed.
Back here live, Mr. Karoubi tells me he anticipates having his business opened up sooner rather than later. Now, I need you to take a look at a still shot that the Dearborn police have given to us. It is of an older model red Chevy Cavalier convertible. Police say that this was the getaway car. If you have any idea who these 3 guys were, if you recognize the car, anything, police are looking for tips. In addition, Crime Stoppers is offering up a reward. We are live in Dearborn tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
So glad that store owner survived. Thank you, Mara. Tonight in Ann Arbor, doctor remains in jail after investigators say child pornography was found on his computer. According to court documents, Timothy Barth brought his laptop to Best Buy for repairs. Technicians there discovered the nearly 4,000 images of child porn and alerted police. Barth is now facing a list of federal charges.
Tonight, investigators still piecing together what led to an 18-year-old shooting his 16-year-old brother to death. According to Detroit police, the older brother had his own handgun. He was playing with it. The gun went off. The shot hit the younger brother. The 18-year-old was taken into custody while that investigation continues.
The state-appointed emergency manager running Flint when it switched water sources is now formally charged in the city's water disaster. Darnell Early was arraigned on 4 charges today, including conspiracy and misconduct in office. Prosecutors allege he improperly used money designated for natural disasters, and that led to the use of the Flint water plant, which was not treated properly, and led to the city's lead poisoning. Early is the 13th person charged in the criminal investigation. Investigators say he won't be the last.
Next week marks 2 months since Detroit Police Corporal Myron Jarrett died in the line of duty. Tonight, DPD and the community making sure his family is taken care of this holiday season. Jamont Terry is live with more on a night of warm wishes for a family that now has a lot of friends. Jamont.
Yeah, Steve, this fundraiser is just wrapping up. Corporal Jarrett's widow tells me that her husband truly loved serving the city of Detroit. And tonight, the city showed the family just how much it appreciates his devoted service.
At a pub in Corktown, Sasha Jarrett is surrounded by family, friends, and her late husband's brothers and sisters in blue.
I mean, I just wish he was here. I really miss my husband.
It's going on 2 months since Corporal Myron Jarrett was struck and killed while on patrol in Detroit. The loss of her husband of 17 years and the father of their 4 children becomes harder around the holidays.
He loved my cooking, me cooking for him, and we planned all the menus. He told me what he wanted, and that's what was so tough about Thanksgiving, because we hadn't even discussed Thanksgiving before this tragedy happened.
But the folks in this room are making sure the Jarrett family is not forgotten. They're raising money to ease the financial burden. The Detroit Police Lieutenant and Sergeants Association honored Jarrett with the 2016 Excellence Award and also presented the family with a huge check.
And these plaques and the donations that we're presenting help them and immortalize their sacrifice. It's the least that we could do.
The support stretches beyond the blue badge to the blue and white. Lions QB Matthew Stafford and his wife stopped by the family's house. They dropped off gifts for the children.
Amazing. Matthew Stafford and his wife are so sweet, and you know, he is so down to earth. Just missing my husband, and I just appreciate all the support I've been getting.
And everyone wishing continued prayers to the Jarrett family. A decent, constant flow of people in and out of McShane's here tonight. Of course, if you would like to further help the Jarrett family, we have a link of their GoFundMe page on our website at clickondetroit.com. Reporting live in Corktown tonight, Jermont Terry, Local 4.
It took several hours, but firefighters in Columbus, Ohio have finally put out that fire caused by a gas leak explosion. Utility crews were doing work outside a pizza shop when they struck a line. The ovens inside that pizza shop caused the gas to ignite and then explode. Amazingly, no one was hurt in the actual blast, but one person suffered injuries after they fell while running away from the scene.
It appears to be a done deal. Tonight, lawmakers in North Carolina failed to repeal the controversial law known as the bathroom bill. The law requires transgender people to use bathrooms corresponding with the gender on their birth certificate. When it first passed back in March, the bathroom bill triggered boycotts of the state, which cost North Carolina tens of millions of dollars. Now, he says he's not a hero, but a lot of people would sure disagree.
Oh, well, a police officer didn't hesitate before jumping into the icy waters of Lake St. Clair to rescue a driver. It happened this morning. A jogger saw the car in the water and called 911. Grosse Pointe Farms officer Jeff McQueen was the first on the scene.
There was no time to do anything. I couldn't even take any of my equipment off. I had to just get in the water and get him out. He was going under.
The driver of the car was pulled to safety and taken to the hospital for treatment and a mental health evaluation. Don't do it just yet. Why experts say you should actually wait to do one of the most memorable moments after a baby is born.
A shopper's rant goes viral and gets a woman banned from a mall. It's a video that will have you shaking your head.
I think by all accounts today wasn't too shabby, and we'll do even better tomorrow. In fact, we're going to be above freezing before we go to lunch. We'll look at some even warmer numbers in your 7-day forecast coming up.
First, spreading holiday cheer at a school in need.
So this has really been a nice Christmas for me.
See who brought big smiles to the special school next.
Wake up with us tomorrow morning. Weather and traffic on the 4s. Plus, will it be a white Christmas or more wet? We're watching your holiday forecast.
And after getting an early taste of winter, we are gearing up for the long haul. So tomorrow for Thrifty Thursday, I'm going to show you how you can defrost your car without even turning it on. It'll save you time and money. That's when you join us tomorrow, starting at 4:30 a.m. We'll see you then.
Oh, holiday joy spreading at a Detroit school, really in need of some cheer.
This was quite a good party. Santa, his helpers, and other folks in the community all come together to give these kids a real day they will remember. Hank Winchester was also there.
It was fun. Santa Claus, a pizza party, and a team of volunteers going class to class, making sure the kids at Thurgood Marshall had a day they would not soon forget. The pizza's in place, the gift bags stacked high. Our helpers arrive, and we're off.
Good morning, office kindergarten class.
Huge smiles, happy kids, and teachers thankful that they were being remembered.
We need these sometimes, don't we?
Yeah!
Today wasn't about test scores or problems this school is now facing. It was simply a celebration of these children, an opportunity to just have fun. But we couldn't do it alone. We had big help. About 1,200 pieces of pizza, all donated and delivered by Happy's Pizza.
Happy's started in Detroit. We always want to give back to the city that really made Happy's Pizza what it is.
And to say the pizza was a hit is a big understatement.
Happy's is a family, so when we get to kind of get involved in other people's families and what you're doing here at the school and be in the community, it's kind of a no-brainer for all of our franchisees. They love it.
The team from AOL's Birmingham office back here at Thurgood. You may remember they were here last month working with Ford, bringing the STEAM event to the school, exposing the kids to new educational opportunities. Today they were delivering gift bags to all 650 students. The bags filled with essentials they could be lacking at home.
We actually met with the staff members here and we asked them, what is it that the students need the most? And overwhelmingly it was little basic things like hygiene kits and, soap, toothbrush, shampoo.
To see the excitement on the faces of these children, you would think they were being handed the hottest, coolest toys in town. These kids are so appreciative, thankful. These men and women care.
Every little thing that we do, we think it's just a small thing and they just take it so, they take it to heart.
It's that attitude that has made a huge impact on the school's leader, Principal Sharon Lee.
I used to think, oh, they won't be appreciative over some soap and deodorant. But surprisingly, they're thankful that someone thinks of them.
Yeah, he's been eating too many cookies.
And this time of year wouldn't be complete without a visit from Santa, Mrs. Claus, and the crew from the North Pole.
I want you to be good to your friends, your family.
Santa meeting with all the kids from pre-K through 2nd grade. The kids just wanted hugs and love from jolly old St. Nick. And for many, the reality is this will be their only visit with Santa. The jolly one handing out treats provided by Kroger.
This has really been a nice Christmas for me.
This school year, we've been able to remodel the cafeteria, the main office, and the gym. Thousands of dollars in new equipment brought in, educational programs started. Our toy test event was held here, and now this celebration. This school project for us here at Local 4 has been a real gift. We're honored to help make a difference in the lives of these children. And our commitment to Thurgood Marshall continuing next year. We have a lot of exciting new projects lined up, and we can't wait to share it all with you. I'm Hank Winchester. Help me, Hank. Back to you.
Oh, thank you, Hank. He was saying the line just for the candy canes. I mean, they would wait 10, 15 minutes for one candy cane and be so appreciative.
That was it. They're just grateful and happy and polite and just wonderful
some
children.
Great kids over at Thurgood Marshall.
Great smiles. Huh?
'Tis the season.
Yeah,
it is.
It's starting to not feel so much like...
That's true, as it keeps getting a little warmer and warmer and rainier.
Yeah, Christmas Day probably going to be one of our warmest days of the forecast. But these are the numbers right now, and if these look a little odd to you, well, it's because we're pretty close to our daytime highs right now. 33 at Metro, City Airport's at 33. In fact, almost everybody is above freezing, just a couple spots here in Ann Arbor and Pontiac at 31 degrees. And when you look at the temperature change between yesterday and today, it's a noticeable difference, about 5 to 10 degrees in most locations, 16 degrees warmer in Ann Arbor, considering yesterday we were about 12 to 23 degrees warmer than we were the previous day. We've made great strides since the start of the week. Now, we've had that mess of moisture that's shown up on radar most of the afternoon and evening. Really hard-pressed to find a flurry out there across the area. It's been mainly dry, and the clouds are going to remain with us through tonight and probably through the first part of tomorrow. So we've got a cold front slicing through, but doesn't mean anything because temperatures are only getting warmer. High pressure trying to settle in here, at least to finish the work week. We've got some snow that's going to enter the picture Friday night into early Saturday morning. We'll discuss that in a minute. And another cold front comes through. Doesn't mean anything because it's getting warmer. And then we'll finally see some of our warmest temperatures as we get into Monday, day after Christmas on the 26th. So here are your 4-zone temperatures, or these are snowfall totals that we're expecting Friday night. Notice that these are all tenths of an inch, decimal points in front of them. So we're going to see less than 1 inch of snow, about a ½ an inch generally across the metro zone. South zone, possibly as much as an inch. This is going to be out here in the corner of Lenawee County. Those numbers become a little bit lower as you work your way back towards Lake Erie. West zone snowfall totals. Again, this is Friday night going into Saturday, about a ½ an inch there generally. And we could see some 1-inch totals here in Santa Ana County up towards Marlette and Sandusky, but generally we'll get up to an inch of snow across the area. So not a ton of variation there, and nothing compared to what we've gone through in our last two systems. 28 degrees tonight. Cloudy skies, that's going to stay with us through the first part of tomorrow. Then clouds start breaking up as we get into the afternoon hours. 38 on the high side tomorrow, better than what we did today. And that forecast into the next 7 shows it will stay in the upper 30s at least through Saturday. And then see 41 on Sunday, 50, believe it or not, on Monday. We will be getting some rain. Now, it does look like a lot of that rain on Christmas Day is going to be coming in the evening hours. So it's going to be after everybody's opened gifts and laying out on the couch vegging, I think, probably. Tonight's holiday lights come from Royal Oak. This is on Hendry and 4th Street. And Steve, I think they saw your piece. They've got the, is it the snow?
The star shower.
Yeah. Look at
looks pretty.
The snowflakes on there.
That's very nice. They did a nice job. Well, they work. People work so hard.
Really do.
They do for just such a short period of time, but it looks great.
It does look good. All right, thank you.
Ben, did you ever play Monopoly?
Absolutely.
You did? Well, then pay attention to this story. If you've ever played Monopoly, you know it can get pretty intense. In fact, 51% of all Monopoly games actually end in a feud. So Hasbro now came up with a deal. The maker of the real estate game is actually stepping in.
They have created a hotline. It will be open over the holiday weekend. Mediators will be available to settle any disputes that your family gets into over Monopoly. Now, unfortunately, the service is in the United Kingdom, so it's an international phone call, so it could get a little expensive. You may have to settle it yourself.
Like, can you trade properties? That was the biggest fight we had in my family.
That was a fight. And the stupid thing of putting money on free parking. There's no money that goes on free parking.
Oh, yeah, you always do.
No, that is not a rule.
Okay, you're wrong on that. I'm so glad we're not playing Monopoly.
Look it up. Not a rule.
I'm going to Google that. All right, if you ever wonder if the fast food value meal is really good value, well, one man did, and he did the math.
Well, we'll see which restaurant is accused of charging more for the meal than the individual items.
First, a racist rant.
Go back to wherever you come from, lady.
A woman's profanity-laced tirade goes viral and gets her banned from the mall. What set her off?
A Louisville mall has banned a woman after her racist rant was all caught on camera. The woman hurled ugly insults at 2 Hispanic women in line at a JCPenney.
Go back to wherever you come from, lady. Y'all think you... Hey, tell them to go back where they belong. Probably on welfare. The taxpayers probably paid for all that stuff.
That is vile. Witnesses in line say the woman was upset at the 2 shoppers in front of her because one of them added to the order just as they were finishing checking out. JCPenney says it is trying to find those 2 shoppers so the store can apologize and reimburse them for all that they bought for their terrible experience.
New research aiming to benefit newborns says it's best not to cut the umbilical cord right after birth. Normally, doctors cut the cord within seconds, but now they say actually waiting 30 to 60 seconds will allow the baby to get an extra surge of oxygen-rich blood. Studies have shown waiting to cut the cord can lead to better breathing and early brain development.
A McDonald's customer has filed a lawsuit arguing that the value meal is not a good value. He is James Gertie. He says the extra value meal of 2 cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a drink is more expensive than the items purchased individually. 41 cents more expensive, according to Mr. Gertie. He says this isn't about the money, it's the principle of the thing. He is seeking class action status for consumer fraud and deceptive practices against McDonald's. Maybe you've seen it. Maybe it really bugs you when somebody in a crowded parking lot takes 2 spaces.
Oh, Bernie does it all the time in the garage. One driver learned a valuable lesson in parking because of it. This picture was snapped at a Walmart in Maine. Someone got upset and decided to put shopping carts around the car, taking up 2 spaces. Lesson learned.
Ooh, they got him.
Did you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm? They did a segment last year, a pig parker. Guy takes up too many spots.
Uh-huh.
Larry David. Larry David handles the world.
Yes.